Well, hey there everybody. I've been aiming to do this for a while, but I just kind of want to do a little update on this fescue that we had drilled in, what was it, back last September, or back in September. I think it was at the end of September. Heck, don't get me wrong. I've slept since then. But, anyways, I just kind of want to do a little update, and it's actually looking pretty good, you know, despite some of the big rocks and stuff out here, but yeah, it's actually looking pretty good. I'm actually really surprised of it. You know, hopefully we don't get a dry spell or something next spring or at the beginning of the summer like we did this past summer. And as you can see there, but yeah, it's actually doing pretty good. Back in October, Grandpa actually, well, there's one of the trucks, but back in October, Grandpa actually had somebody come out here with the fertilizer and put fertilizer down. And of course they put fertilizer all down through here, and then that little section there, up there, and then pretty much up through there. Last fall, I'll zoom you guys back out. Last fall, Granddad had drilled in a mixture of rye and fescue, and the rye did really good. Matter of fact, it did almost a little too good, because it was actually starting to smother at the fescue, and I mean, it was really thick stuff, and of course we was going to try to cut it a little earlier than what we had planned on to, but by the time we got to it, stuff was already starting to turn pretty brown, and whenever he cut it with the hay cutter, a lot of the seed had fell off, and then of course whenever I went through, raked it up and baled it up a little later on, or a couple of days later, no, might have been the next day, heck, I can't remember. It had pretty much knocked a lot of the seed off, and it was pretty much just straw, but, you know, of course, that strip up there was pretty much just volunteer grass. We never did get around to drilling into it, and of course a lot of it was that stupid Johnson grass, which I guess is okay at times, but that stuff just absolutely takes over, and it can be a pain. It just, around here lasts probably 2 or 3 years. That stuff has really gotten pretty bad in all our fields, and but yeah, that up there is pretty much just voluntary, and then like I said, this right here is what he drilled in last fall, and of course the fescue is actually, after we cut that grass, we were kind of worried about it, that the heat and how dry it was going to kill it off, and surprisingly it really didn't. There's some few bad spots, bare spots out there, but it's actually kind of doing pretty good, surprisingly. But then of course last spring, I think it was in May, no, I think it was at the end of April when we did this, when we had drilled in a bunch of fescue out here, then all of a sudden it turned off hot and dry, and that just kind of killed it out. And it just, there was nothing but weeds out here and stuff, and of course it didn't really have the time to spray, or that, and the weather just wasn't cooperating right. And it just, I'm hoping next spring we can get the sprayer back out and take care of it, or be able to spray. And so yeah, it's actually doing pretty good. And like I said, there's a few spots I did kind of miss. I tried to hit the corners, go back, and as you can kind of see here, there's strip right there, but for some reason I managed to miss a strip right here. I don't know how I did that, but you can kind of see where I went through right there, and then there's this little strip right here, and all of a sudden strip right there. I don't know how I managed to do that, but I guess I did. It's usually I'll try to, or drilling in fescue after I go around. My granddad wants me to come back and hit the corners, you know, because when you turn, you get a few little gaps, kind of like right in there, that you can't quite hit. And of course, I'm still, no matter how many times I've done this, I still kind of a rookie at it, but I know it takes a lot of practice too. I know I ain't near as great as my granddad is. Of course, he's done it all his life. But yeah, it's actually looking pretty good, like I said. And of course, there's one of those stupid things. I have to take care of that problem. And like I said, back in October, it was, he had put fertilizer on. Usually we have chicken litter spread, but a couple of the chicken houses around here were, I guess they were already done cleaned out and got rid of the chicken litter, and I guess they were getting ready to set up for more chickens to come in, and we got chicken houses back behind us. And then, I mean, there's a lot of chicken houses around here, a lot of chicken and turkey houses. And of course we do have some spots where it kind of got washed out. But that, I tell you what, that using the roller made a big difference. That kind of helped keeping at least the majority of the dirt in, because my Uncle Kevin rolled it down before I went over with the no-till drill, and then after I done drilled in, he went back over it with the roller again and packed it all in, and that pretty much helped. Even here on this hillside, even though it's all nothing but rocks, they're supposed to be bringing in good dirt, and they seem to dump the bad dirt where bad dirt doesn't need to be dumped, and they want to dump the good dirt, you know, off in the hole where we're filling in. And then of course the good dirt's supposed to be backfill, and after it's said and done, be fenced back off and pretty much put back in either hay or pasture. I don't know if we ever will go back into row crops again. If we do, this definitely would have to be no-till, because doing this hillside tillage, you just, you know, dirt will wash away like it has here, and in a couple of places, like right there, is pretty rocky. I just don't really like seeing that, but sometimes you can't tell them yahoos where to dump at. Of course, I just help out here in the dirt pit every once in a while, but my uncle and granddad's the one that are the two that work it, and of course, big rock right there, and so they usually are the ones that tell them to dump at, where to dump at and stuff, especially if they ain't been in here before, and they somehow still manage to dump bad dirt where they don't need to be dumping it at. But out here, it actually ain't really that bad of dirt. When they done this last year, it was actually pretty good dirt. I mean, there's a few places that's pretty bad, and make sure that. But we didn't roll this when we drilled it in, and after that, Grandpa disced it up, and well, no, he didn't disc it up. Take that back. They pretty much just smoothed it off, you know, pushed all the dirt and smoothed it off with the dozer, and that was pretty much it. And Granddad went over with that no-till drill, and I think we was aiming to use a roller, but somehow he didn't. And of course, there's some really bad washout places, like right here while walking in. It's no fun hitting them with the tractor, baler and hay cutter, or hay cutter and baler and rake. I said that. There's some of this Johnson grass coming back up right here, and this spot through here ain't really all that great. I don't know how that managed to do this. And of course you can see no thistles. Definitely going to have to get rid of them before next year, because you know what those darn things will turn into next year or next spring and summer. They'd just be a headache. And of course there's some bare spots right here that just, I don't know what happened, if the sea got washed away or what. And yeah, that's kind of a bad spot right here, like I said. And it just, we shoulda, coulda, woulda rolled it, and I think it probably woulda helped out like it did there and on that side of the hill. And like I said, that over there was pretty much was volunteer. And of course, now a little washout spot, and there's a pretty bad one right down through here. Pretty much starts up there and goes all the way down through here, and we're going to have to either fill that in. As you can see, I only imagine hitting that with the tractor ain't no fun. Of course, it's pretty deep, almost up to my knee there. And yeah, that's gonna have to fill it in, or just kind of take the disc and probably just, you know, hit this strip right here and just kind of disc it up or something, and smooth it off and fill it in, and take that roller and just pack it back in. I don't know. This may be the way to do that. Just go through there, and or either that, just take the tractor or the skid steer and bucket and scoop up dirt and come out here and fill it in and smooth it off and really don't, you know, just put seed down on it and then take the roller and pack it in. I don't know, just taking the disc and just not having to go over the whole thing, but just hitting this where it's washed out at, and then fixing it that way. Don't know, we'll find out when I get there. And yeah, this section is kind of rough, because like I said, it didn't really roll or anything, and there's some bad spots and stuff. Probably wouldn't hurt to fix this problem, and there's a washout spot. Otherwise, it's actually doing pretty good at what we planned here back in September. And there's a pretty good washout spot right there. And another one. And another one. Yeah, right in here I knew it was pretty rough. Of course, I guess when Grandpa cut it, he went straight up and down. Of course, when I raked it and baled it, it went straight up and down. Instead of going sideways, that would have been really rough then. But I don't know how well this video turned out. The weather here lately has been pretty well crappy and stuff. A lot going on, and just been kind of hectic here lately. And there's rock. Of course, I figure whenever, right now it's still kind of wet to even try to get out here with the tractor and bucket, but I figure when it dries up a little bit, well, I won't be able to pick up every single rock, but at least majority of the big ones, like that one right there, take the bucket and on the tractor, either the Ford tractor or the TL100, or shoot, I got the bucket on the John Deere, and just go through here and just grab some of these big rocks and pick them up. And I know there's some big rocks and stuff down off over there I can pick up, and it's kind of weird. Of course, I guess I'm looking at it at an angle too. Well, I don't know. Seemed like there was kind of a line right here where this side kind of looks or it doesn't look as green as this side. Yeah, I think it's just the way I'm standing at the angle. I don't know. But it's looking, like I said, 500,000 times before. It's doing pretty good. I'm actually pretty well pleased. Besides all the rocks. And of course, I guess that fertilizer helped pretty good too. And today actually turned out to be a really nice day. It was, of course, it's starting to cloud up and stuff, and tomorrow's supposed to get pretty cold again. Or I think tomorrow high is, I think, 43. And today I think actually got up to about 65 or 70. And that's, I mean, just a gorgeous day. Of course, I just got done setting out some bales for Grandpa where he can get to them with the Do Easy. And of course I'm getting ready to go over and check the heifers and stuff, but see if they need any hay. I mean, I've been feeding them with the tractor. But yeah, it's actually doing pretty good. I'm just kind of wanting to do a little update, or at least show y'all. I don't really have much to talk about. And just kind of walk around here and show y'all. There's another kind of a big rock. Probably pick up. But yeah, like I said, I'm pretty well pleased about it. Turned out pretty good so far. Be anxious to see what it does next spring when the weather warms back up and really gets to growing. But yeah, there's some more big rocks right there I need to pick up and stuff. This is kind of irritating when they're supposed to bring in good dirt, and because a lot of this actually they bring in from other places, like if they're doing a subdivision and they go to cut the road out, all that topsoil that they cut the road out comes here, or actually either goes here or to another dirt pit or somebody else's dirt pit. And of course this area, I think well, I know there's a few little small dirt pits out there, but we're actually the main, kind of the main one in this area. And so a lot of people come to us, and a lot of the dirt, you know, topsoil and stuff like that comes here. I think that's going to be all. And I'll see y'all there. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Alright, see ya.